Hello, I'm back for some more today. Let's get going. Okay, so we just beat the Lava Ridge Gym earlier today. We did so with Chompster and Bernie here, so now, that's 4 gym badges. The only thing we have to do is get the 5th one, which is back in Petalburg. So we're going to grind what we can, which I think is going to be desperately needed. And we're just going to do what we can and hope. I think we should just focus on leveling up Chompster and Bernie as much as we can, because they're going to be the ones who are going to have any hope of beating that gym. And we'll go for it. And then once we beat that gym, we have Surf. So we're going to have, like, so many places we can go to, like, level up the rest of the team. So let's just get to it. We've just unlocked the desert area, because that's what you unlock when you beat Flannery. So let's explore. I kind of wish the game would show our character and, like, the trainers and stuff wearing these go goggles, because I feel like it would be silly in a fun way. But I don't know, I feel like maybe they did that in the remake and I just don't remember. This area's pretty much just going to be on the Chompster just sweeping, I think. Everything's going to be weak to water, other than Cacnea, which Bernie can take out Cacnea, no problem. If we can get Chompster to, like, 30, at least, I feel like that would give us a fighting shot. I'm having a picnic in the desert. You can always find a trainer, so I can enjoy a battle here too. I could imagine having a picnic, like, on a beach or dunes or whatever, to be okay. Like, you have to deal with the sand. Not that big a deal, but when there's an active sandstorm going, like, that just doesn't seem conducive to a picnic. Was Gen 3 the first generation to have Sandstorm? I know Gen 2 had, like, weather, like rain and sun and stuff. I just don't recall if there was Sandstorm and Hail. I feel like there probably was, but I didn't play Gen 2 back when it was new, so sometimes I forget. So many picnickers. Oh, those go goggles suit you, but I think they look better on me. Let's decide who looks better with a battle. For a second there, I thought he was saying, like, he didn't have go goggles, and that mine would look better on him, but that would mean he's out here in a sandstorm without them, which doesn't seem right. Sandvale kicking in. Sandshrew using Slash just reminded me that I actually originally intended for Farfetch to learn Slash when it got the opportunity, but I've already taught it Return. Okay, so he does have Go Goggles on. At my sides because of the Go Goggles, so they must be thick. Because Farfetch'd here... It's holding a stick, so it's basically got focus energy going at all times, +2 crit rate. So having Slasher giving up to +3, and I'd crit 1 out of 3 times. But with just this, I'm already critting 1 out of 4 times. So is the extra power of Return worth it over the lower power of Slash, but Slash crits more often? I don't know. But I got Return now, and I can get more returns later, but not until we get Surf. And, like, are able to surf out of Lily Cove, past the Whalmer Wall, and get to the Cephalogue. Okay. It's interesting that there's Sandshrew here, which makes sense, but also in, like, the Soot area up north, where I found the shiny Spinda. Like, I suppose they could have just kind of migrated right on over. But you would just think they would find this area more enjoyable. I'm trying to remember what's in this desert. There's Sandshrews, there's Baltoy, there's Cacnea. Oh, Trapinch, of course. I think Vibrava was the very last Hoenn-Dex Pokemon that was added to my Pokedex when I was a kid. Because I had no idea that, like, Trapinch and Flygon were connected in any sort of way. I thought they were just entirely separate standalone Pokemon. I had no idea how to get Flygon. I thought, I was just like, oh yeah, if a Flygon has some pre-evolution I don't know about, I don't know where it is. So finally, I got some sort of resource and was able to put that together and be like, oh wow, like, I would have never tried raising a Trapinch. I heard there are fossils to be found in the desert. Where could they be? It's funny how easy it is to get the fossils if you just come in through the north side and you know where they are. You don't have to fight any trainers. You, like, can actually avoid a lot of the random battles, too. It's just like, they're just kind of tucked up there. Just kind of tucked up there. If they can find fossils in the desert, it must have been a sea before. Yeah, Team Magma at work. For 30 years I have searched for ancient ruins. Am I to be challenged? Several things going on here. So she brings up, like, oh, the desert must have been a sea if there's fossils here. Which is an interesting notion. Because, like, we're pretty far inland. Like, we're not really near the ocean. So, like, really ancient times here. We're probably talking, like, Ice Age periods. Oh, nice crit. And now this Rune Maniac that we're fighting right now. I just find it's, like, really interesting how... I guess this is the first one we're coming across, but Rune Maniac Dusty. While I was searching for runes, I've not searched for strong Pokemon. I don't know, yeah, the Sand Slash, pretty good. But there's these Rune Maniacs, and they're always, like, on the track of an actual ruin, but they just can't quite find it. The ones I can think of, and the one that this guy's corresponding to, is a Reggie ruin, particularly Reggie Rock, down in the ruin down south here. And they're like on the right track, but they don't quite have all the puzzle pieces to put together. That's where the rune is, because it doesn't open until you solve the puzzle down at Petalburg. It's just kind of funny how hand wavy. Oh wait, was it 40 years? Which was it? How it kind of hand wavy, kind of just like ancient ruin tech always is in media. Because it always just seems like magic, like it's impossible. Like you got those kind of pyramid-style death traps where, oh, you lift up the pressure plate and then it causes all these things to happen. It's like, you know, that's semi-believable. Like some of it is. But this sort of thing where it's like, oh, you're like, you know, in Pacific town in an underwater ruin, which is already just, its existence is hard to believe. But it's like you solve some sort of puzzles here, essentially like hitting a switch, and it causes 3 runes to open across the world? It's like, how would you cause such a thing to happen? Like, even with modern technology. I feel like that's always, like, a mechanism used in games and movies and stuff where it's like, oh, you know, ancient technology is much more advanced than modern technology, and, you know, all this causes all these things to happen that you wouldn't think would be remotely possible. And it seems kind of silly, but I feel like it's kind of a... just saying something about, like, you know, if we took modern technology back to the past, it would seem that way to them, too. And it's only able to happen due to the infrastructure we've set up, and you know, maybe that's part of it. Like, there's all this kind of ancient technology that kind of doesn't make any sense without context, and so people surmise like, oh, you know, it just magically causes these things to happen. But when really there's probably like, you know, stuff set up for like just the infrastructure's missing now. When really something was like meant for something more practical. Where our only guess today, without that context, would be like, oh wow, I guess this is seemingly some sort of magical device. Well, anyhow, this conspicuous spot here is where Wet Reggie Rock is. And it's just funny to me how obvious, like, it's partially because I know, but just also just my video game instincts as an adult. We have a big rock here that has a very obvious rock pattern around it. There's clearings in the sand that point you right to the middle. It's like, this is obviously a very conspicuous spot. And if you saw this exact formation in other parts of the world, you might think it's important. But I guess the leap is when you go to Pacific Town, like, if you don't have any outside resources, like, you would just have to, like, explore this world and fall in love with it to be like, oh yeah, you know, I solved this puzzle, and then, you know, if I can't make the connection that ruin is connected to these ruins, just by exploring the world, you will eventually find this again, and see that it's open, and, like, I don't know, it's just like an interesting kind of thing, kind of setup. I remember as a kid thinking like how gigantic this desert felt to me. When really it's not that big. It's pretty small, really. Like I was always so nervous, like, oh, if I go into the desert, I'll get lost, and it's so hard for me to keep track of where I've been and where I am, and but like this desert's not very like wide across, really. It's like there's one side of it, there's the other side of it, and you can pretty much zigzag down the whole. Like I think we fought everybody. I might be just full of shit, but I feel like we've done everything here. And Ammonite didn't really gain that many levels. Does Ammonite have any moves coming up? I feel like it pretty much just learned Mudshot. Yeah, level 31 it gets Leer, which is silly. And then 37 it gets Protect, and then, 40 it evolves. Gosh, once we beat this third gym, we're going to put Surf over Water Gun, and then Ammonite's just going to be freaking set. I wish we had that for this gym. If we can get Smoochum to 30, it'll evolve. At 31, Farfetch'd gets Swords Dance. None of my Pokemon can learn Dig, which that's kind of the main thing people use to cheese the 5th gym with those slackings. And I don't think you can learn Protect yet. I'm just checking the pages here. At 31, Venonat evolves into Venomoth. It'll learn Gust when it evolves. Not too terribly useful. Houndoom pretty much is done. At 35 it gets Odor Sleuth, which is useless. 43 it gets Feint Attack, which is just the same power as Bite. And then it doesn't learn Flamethrower until 51, and then Crunch 59. Huh. Okay, well, we're gonna just keep grinding Chomp Star. It's kind of our best hope. But how, though? I guess we can go fight the gym trainers and just see how screwed we ultimately are. What would be the best way? I'm gonna switch this back to the Mach Bite. I pretty much had the Acro Bike because of the Rugged Pass. I mean the Jagged Pass. Oh my gosh, this is gonna suck. Oh. I just realized I have a couple berries planted up north. I should really go pick those. Also, pardon me, I need to turn a fan on here. It's toasty. Okay. The other thing that kind of drove me crazy about the remake was just like how many loading screens there were. I mean, it made sense. Like, this region was designed with the loading capabilities of the GBA in mind, which are, you know, cartridge technology. It's gosh dang near instantaneous with the data sizes we're talking. And then you take that region, put it on 3DS where it's 3D graphics, stuff has to load, and man, there's just so much loading. Especially when you're out in the open ocean, you have to go through freaking loading zones. It just feels bad. Interesting how the rock stayed smashed, even though we, like, left the zone and came back. We went through, like, some route transitions, but that wasn't enough to, like, get that to respawn. I don't think I'm going to be able to, like, do this bike challenge on stream, because it's just that little bit of lag this streaming setup adds is just, oh my gosh. It's killer. And I'm coming down here, even though, like, I'm pretty sure Mr. Briney's not here anymore. No, he totally is. Back to Dewford. I guess it's the only way to get back to Dewford right now. You need Mr. Briney to be able to take you to Dewford. Because there's absolutely no way to get there otherwise until you get Surf or Fly. Feel like, when does this guy... Because I feel like there's a guy in here who gives you Sludge Bomb. And I'm not sure when that is. Maybe you have to get Surf. Low making. I'm looking this up. Gotcha. Okay, we need the 5th gym badge. And then it'll show up here, but not right now. I probably could have gotten that silk scarf the whole time. Who's normal moves? Farfetch'd is probably way better off with its stick, as it currently has. Confuzzle's got the quick claw. I could swap it out to boost its secret power. Otherwise, like, I don't know. I feel like the items people have now are pretty good. I'd give it to Rodeo Clown. Not that Rodeo Clown is here to hit people. Okay. Time to see how screwed we are. None of my Pokemon have, like, any fighting moves. I don't think I have any fighting TMs other than Bulk Up, which doesn't do damage, obviously. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, how's it going, Champbound 23 Caterpie? The doors in this gym open when you beat the awaiting trainers. Whoops, the door in this room are already open, so don't attack me. The trainers of Petalburg Gym use all kinds of items. The door on the left leads to the speed room. The door on the right leads to the accuracy room. The room's name will be on each door, so choose carefully. Okay, I'm gonna do, like, every door. Because I need AXP. This is the accuracy room. It's pretty nasty when every attack lands without fail. Ooh, he's so powerful. X accuracy. It might be X item time. Okay, we got the blue flute for a reason. You were a cut above me. You're welcome. Recovery room. Just when you think you're going to win, your opponent restores HP. Can you just imagine how awful that must feel? I'll show you exactly how awful it feels. Oh boy. Gym leader, Elite Four specialty. Cool trainer. Jorge. George. Might not be slow enough. Nope. Oh, you didn't. I mean, a super potion at this point, it's not even a full HP restoration. But he's going to do it several times, it seems. There's the miss. At least I'm the one who's able to flinch him, instead of him headbutting and flinching me. I couldn't restore HP enough. What attack power! Let's see, do we have a regular potion still? We do. One-hit KO room. I do wish to go through. I'm not gonna take it easy just because you're our leader's kid. I'll show you how hard it is for a Pokemon to take a critical hit. Okay, Burke. Okay, if I recall, I didn't think you used critical hits. I thought you'd like just Swords Dance up and frickin' sweep, but could be wrong. Okay, he uses a dire hit, which is basically a focus energy, I think. Okay, he's probably still faster? No, we're good. Yeah, he's gonna go for a Swords Dance critical hit. Which he got. Your power. You're the real deal. Okay. I'm glad that gyms aren't like dungeons that once you come in, you don't go out unless you want to, like, start over or something. Well, I mean, if you could do that, that'd be a nice way to grind, but I don't know. I mean, that does kind of sound fun, but I like the leniency. Defense. The higher the defense, the more reckless I can be in attack. That is true. I mean, this place definitely kind of reminds me of like a school or a dojo or like some various point of learning. Okay, I think we have to slow it down a little bit more. Shit. Shit. You know, to stop this from happening. Oh my gosh, come on. I know I did this to a couple other opponents. Oh my gosh. 95 accuracy means 50-50. That's just insane. Okay. Bite him. It is kind of fun and interesting how it's like all these people are using pretty similar Pokemon, but they're just changing their strategy, and it kind of changes how you have to fight them. Not necessarily for that fight versus the other Lanoon, like, but only because like Bite isn't really affected by X defense. Strength room. Are there going to be a bunch of boulders? No. Our gym leader told us to go all out and beat you, even if you happen to be the leader's kid. Well, I mean, I think that that in particular would make you more wanting to, like, take care of me. Because it's like, you just really don't want to give out special treatment, you know? I mean, this is going to be really similar to, like, the critical hit room, but... Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's not nearly as good, because it's like, you could have just used a Swords Dance instead of an X attack and gotten much more of a benefit. The way you use your Pokemon, it's like your father's style. Go on through the gym leader, your father. Just waiting. Nah, I'm gonna grind on all the rest of the chumps first. All the rest of the chump patrol. What are we sitting at? 40. Yeah, that's fine. So I think this is going to be another Delcatty. The ability to attack before the opponent. That alone puts me at a great advantage. Don't you agree? Competitive trainers would agree. Speed control is a lot. Which is why I'm going to undo what you do right away. Wasted your turn. I'm going to do it again. Son of a gun. It's not so bad. I mean, it's annoying that it went first, but that's the whole point. He touched me. She touched me. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude! Come on! Like... 95 accuracy! It's not like you've lowered my accuracy or anything. Thank you for not just putting me to sleep. There, now that I'm faster, I can bite ya. Flinch ya. Yes. And now that I'm faster than you, the blue flute's going to just be a lot more useful. Because you're only going to get one turn on me instead of two. Wow, multiple critical hits in the chain, huh? Hitting all 5 times, huh? Good thing I'm a rock type. That was a magnificent battle. Absolutely magnificent. 0 reduction room, defense room. Okay. I'm going to the Pokemon Center room because I'm a cheapskate. What did this guy say? Just hints on how this area works in general. Okay. He doesn't say, like, hey, use fighting types to just murder these guys. Don't waste your time trying to lower my Pokemon's abilities. He's gonna set up a mist. Or a guard spec. Parker. And just to put that to the test, I'll start off with a Mud Shot, and it'll probably not work. Nope. Totally doesn't work. I might miss, I might flinch, or I might just hit him and win. My Pokemon's abilities weren't harmed, but I still lost. Okay, I think I've taken care of all the gym trainers, so I'm gonna see what I'm in for on the actual gym leader fight. This is not a great feeling. We got Chompstar and Bernie as our main kind of guys here. I feel like we got a chance because we have Bernie. But man, it's just gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard. Okay, I'm gonna save here. And if we lose, we can reset so we don't lose our money. And if we have to grind, we have to grind. But I'm going to try to win with what we have. So you did get 4 gym badges. Fine. As promised, we will have a Pokemon battle. 23 Caterpie, I'm so happy that I can have a real battle with my own child, but a battle is a battle. I will do everything in my power as a gym leader to win. 23 Caterpie, you'd better give it your best shot too. Leader Norman. Okay, I feel like lowering its speed is tantamount I'm not sure if I have to lower it just once or twice. I feel like slacking is really fast, so twice is probably necessary. We're gonna fall asleep, which is totally fine. Let's wake up. I'm fine with you yawning me, because it still gives me an extra turn. Right? Okay, I mean, you're fighting a losing battle at this point, Slacking. All you've done is yawn. And have not done really anything to me. And I'm going to whittle you down and you're going to get healed. But that's fine. Okay, Feint Attack. How much does this do? A bit. Not bad, though. Okay, that's heal range for sure. I'm actually not sure what it's got. So far, all it's used is Yawn and Feint Attack. Bernie can resist Feint Attack, but I feel like it's probably got a normal move it's just not using because I'm a rock type. Oh boy. In comes another Slacking. 31. Let's shot it. Oh shit. Hit it. Please hit it. Okay. Okay, I think it has counter. Like, that's why it didn't go first. Because I don't think one speed drop was enough. So I think we stick with special attacking moves, we should be okay. I'm trying to think, when you have Slacking, do you just hit fight and then that's your loafing turn, or do you actually technically select the move and then you loaf instead? Because that will, you know, affect, like, the priority of the loafing, right? He's gonna go for Focus Punch every time because it's technically super effective. That is amazing. Norman, you're dumb. I'm just gonna use Water Gun to save PP, because I don't need to flinch him. He's gonna just break his own focus. Oh shit. He's actually not slower than me. Or, I'm not sure why he went first there. Okay, let's switch out to Bernie. Oh shit, yeah, I don't want to burn it. Fight it. We need those flinches. That's gonna hurt. Bernie living on 1 HP for the win! That is our lowest, crappiest stat, is defense, so... I can't believe it's 23 Caterpie. I lost 23 Caterpie? But rules are rules. Here, take this. Were you not gonna give me the badge if the rules didn't force you to? It's kind of weird. 23 Caterpie, receive the balance badge from Dad. With that badge, the defense of all your Pokemon will increase. Pokemon that know the HM move Surf will be able to travel over water. This is my gift to you, 23 Caterpie. I am sure you can use it correctly. Facade. It doubles the power of moves if the Pokemon is poisoned, paralyzed, or burned. It might be able to turn a bad situation into an advantage. As the gym leader, I can't express how upset I am, but as a father, it makes me both happy and a little sad. It's odd. Oh yeah, Wally's parents came calling earlier. They said that they had something they wanted to give you. Why necessarily as a gym leader would you be upset? Like, you gave it everything you had and like, I don't know. You're supposed to just provide an adequate challenge to trainers. It's not like your pride is hurt or anything, you know? It bothered me as a trainer to not avenge my loss to you. I like the pride here. And actually, that's a very good hint. It is good to go talk to your mother now that you've beaten your dad, because you get the amulet coin. And that is going to be some good stuff. Okay, actually, these gym trainers, I think, now say different things. So I'm going to talk to them. Sure, it's fine to make your Pokemon stronger, but what decides the winner? Why, it's the feelings the trainers have for the Pokemon. Since your dad became the leader, the trainers of the Petalburg city have become a lot tougher. Makes sense. It's an early town otherwise. Hi, have you tried using Surf? See, like, she would not ask you if you've tried using Surf if you hadn't beaten the gym yet, you know? Do all gym trainers do this? If they do, then I've been missing out. I'm going to keep training at gyms. One day I'll become a leader. Sure, it's fine to make your Pokemon stronger, but what decides the winner? Oh, yeah. After you beat our leader, the training has become a lot tougher. Okay, that's like just very explicit, like, hey, you have beaten the leader. Whomever you beat and whomever you may lose to, you never shirk from your training yourself and your Pokemon. That's what I think what being a gym leader is all about. Do you know what we're trying to achieve as trainers? We are striving to become soulmates with our Pokemon. That makes sense, like, be in perfect sync. 23 Caterpie, whoa, you've overcome even your own father. Like, whoa, that is a stunning turn of events. Thank you. I'm surprised that Wally doesn't, like, come straight out and shove Surface art in our face, because that'd be rough to miss. Hi there, our Wally has become very healthy since he moved to Verdanturf Town. We owe it all to you. When Wally left town, you helped him catch a Pokemon, right? I think that made Wally really happy. Actually, not just Wally, it made his father happy too. Happy that he's got such a great friend as you. This isn't a bribe or anything, but I'd really like you to have this. If your Pokemon can surf, you'll be able to go to all sorts of places. Yes. Wally's coming home soon. I'm looking forward to that. This is something I'm confused about. I thought Verdanturf was his home, and that's where his parents are, and this is just his uncle. So when he says Wally's coming home soon, I don't really get it. I want you to keep this a secret from my husband, but our Wally left Verdanturf Town without telling anyone? You know, Wally is frail, but he's surprisingly strong-willed. I'm sure he'll come back safe and sound one day. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. It'd be cool if you could run into him, like, before, like, Victory Road, but I get the surprise they were going for there, but there's quite a stretch without much rival stuff going on. Like, you know, there's our original kind of rival, like, leading up to Winona, and then there's the optional fight at Lilycove if you want to use the department store, but that's the last rival fight. Like, and then Wally steps in. Like, I feel like it's just supposed to be like an unexpected thing for Gen 3, like if you were fans of Gen 1 and Gen 2, like, it's just kind of an unexpected fake out. But for me, where, like, this was my first Pokemon game, it just kind of felt out of nowhere. It was just like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, the fight was cool and all, but it's like, how come I haven't run into Wally and fought him, like, leading up to this point? Like, it's kind of cool to see his final team at the end. And it's surprising and kind of shocking, but, like, I don't know. It's also a little just underwhelming, in a way. Okay, Surf. Hook this guy on Chompster. He needs a reward. If he wasn't already our, like, strongest dude, well, Bernie's probably our strongest, but it's like second strongest. Highest level right now for sure. So Water Gun 40, Surf, frickin' 95. Like, yeah. For some reason, I was thinking Surf was like 80. I think that's like Waterfall. It's just kind of crazy, the power of Surf in this game. Okay, so we can go tons of places now. Do tons of things. So let's get our Pokemon all sorted. Because we have these three to raise up. Got some levels to gain for cert. And we have tons of places we can go to get that done. So let's heal up. Oh man, I'm starting to get sort of analysis paralysis. Okay, first thing is first thing. We need to go talk to our mom to get the Agilite coin. That's like non-negotiable. Female starts over here. Oh, did Dad give you that badge? Then here's something from your mom. The amulet coin. Don't push yourself too hard, dear. You can always come home. Go for it, honey. Okay, let's give that to Fraser. Doubles money in battle if the holder takes part. Absolutely. That is fine, just fine. Now all of our Pokemon technically are holding an item. Okay, Mr. Briny no longer gives us rides, I think. Oh, Fraser, you fell behind level 20. I could have been grinding you on those Spindas, but didn't want to get you over leveled. But now you're 10 levels behind. Confuzzle's pretty low too. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to get both Fraser and Confuzzle evolved. Fraser evolves at 30, Confuzzle evolves at 31. These are like attainable goals. Like Chompster's, already 30. And these Pokemon are going to become a lot more useful when they are evolved. And I think it's worth evolving them because here's the trade-offs. So Smoochum at 25 is going to learn Sing, and then at 30 is going to evolve. Once it evolves, we can use Heart Scales to teach it Ice Punch and Lovely Kiss. I think these are worth it. So yeah, Ice Punch has 75 power versus Powder Snow has 40. They both have 100 accuracy. Ice Punch has 15 PP versus Powder Snow has 25. They both have a 10% chance to freeze. Basically, it's basically the same move, just more powerful, less PP. And yeah, I mean, in this generation, the attack set that's used is based off the type, so Ice Punch is special attack in this game. And then we'll just stick with Ice Punch until we eventually get an Ice Beam TM. Which Ice Beam's just even more power, or even less PP. Otherwise, so yeah, Lovely Kiss, we could put over Pound or Lick or whatever. Lick's got a 30% chance to paralyze. Kind of forgot that was an option that we had. And then otherwise, once we're a Jinx, we'll learn Mean Look at 35, which I don't know if, I mean, the only use for Mean Look in this game that I can think of is, tracking down the Latios, Roamer. Otherwise, in just single-player campaign, I don't see what use Mean Look would really be. 41 is Fake Tears. That's, potentially quite useful. This generation's before Nasty Plot was a thing, so that's pretty much the next best thing. But you can only sweep, one Pokemon at a time with it, obviously. 51 is Body Slam, which, on Jinx, not useful. You have Paralysis chance, for sure, but your just attack stat's so low. 57 is Perish Song. 67's Blizzard. We can just teach it Blizzard as soon as we get to Lily Cove with a TM, though. So that's no big deal. I don't see myself teaching Blizzard. It's, low accuracy, very low PP. The other thing is, so if we don't evolve it, then we can actually learn Psychic at 45. But we can always, you know, there's the Psychic team in Victory Road, as well as you can get a Psychic TM through the Game Corner if you just spend money, like a lot of money. So I don't think it's worth, like, keeping a Smoochum for an extra 15 level, because 45, like, you'd have to be a Smoochum for a lot more gyms. And I just don't think we have that kind of, like, time, you know? So, we'll just evolve it at 30. We can regain Psychic. Confuzzle. Opening up its resources. Okay, so at 25, it'll try to learn Leech Life. That's pretty well useless. It's just a 20 power move. 28, it'll learn Stun Spore. I think it's time to put that over Disable. Venonat has kind of fallen behind, and I think we're at the days where Disable is usefulness is kind of behind us. You know, maybe not 100% sure on that, but I think it's basically true. And then if we kept it a Venonat, it would learn Psybeam at 33. That's just straight up better than Confusion. Sleep Powder at 36, which I think I'd rather have Sleep Powder than Stun Spore, honestly. Well, it depends on the situation. And then Psychic at 41. However, if we evolve it into Venomoth, then when it evolves at 31, it'll get Gust. Really not that useful. It's a 40 power flying move. Like, you know, even if it's super effective, that's just not doing much. Psybeam at 36. Sleep Powder at 42. And Psychic at 52. So nothing too crazy going on. Oh, but if we use a Heart Scale, we can teach it Silver Wind, which is a 60 power bug move. I could see use for that. Like, the only issue with that is it only has 5 PP. Which is definitely kind of crappy. Oh, can we use... I don't think we can learn Sludge Bomb. Because we're a poison type. It'd be nice to get Poison Stab, you know? And Sludge Bomb is... Oh, no, we can learn Sludge Bomb. We're teaching that. I mean, we should teach that, like, right now. Can we learn that as a Venonat, or do we have to be Venomoth? We can... Holy shit. We're doing that now. Okay. Set a course. Okay, before I just run for it, I feel like there's a bunch of other stuff where it's like, oh, we can't do that until we have the balance badge. We can't do that until bloody blah. And my brain is too tired to remember these things. But we're gonna, like, just comb the map, go to everywhere that, has water. And we're gonna just, like, do everything, you know? What's in this house? Oh yeah, this is when I was, like, speculating 10 years ago about the whole, like, Mei moving from Johto thing. I mean, there's no speculation. We definitely did, but just, I don't know. I never really did a full playthrough of this game very many times as a kid. I pretty much just played it, like, you know, at least 3 times because I had all Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And I think I played Sapphire a couple times, but, like, I don't know. I didn't really read the, like, you know, all the dialogue. And at the time, the Johto region didn't mean anything to me. Just it was what it was. Like, I don't know. It's just so much more insightful now that I know. As a Pokemon fan who's been a Pokemon fan for, like, gosh dang, 20 years. You know, you know some shit. Okay. Oh, man. I remember... well, I didn't go to it, but there was an event for the Pokemon 10th anniversary. You know, which would have been in 2006 or 7 or whatever. And my friend was able to go to it. Hi, Professor Perch. And I gave him my game cart to, like, because there was going to be, like, events there where you can get Pokemon put in your game. And I was able to get a 10th anniversary Celebi. And it's just crazy to think that I've been a fan of this series for gosh dang near 20 years. And I haven't even been a fan since the beginning of the series. So that means Pokemon's going to be 30 years old here pretty soon. Ah, 23 Caterpie, have you come to show me your... Sure. It's not going to be good. So you've seen 75 Pokemon, and you've caught 6. You should go into grassy areas more and look for Pokemon. On a nationwide basis, you've seen 81, caught 12. Yeah, so I've caught 6. I'm surprised it even counts as 6. Because what do I have? I've got, I guess Trico, Spinda, Seviper, and then I think I probably caught Zigzagoon and Poochyena when I was, like, originally trading Pokemon, maybe Wurmple. That's probably my 6. I don't think I can switch to... Oh, here we go. Mode, Hoenn, okay. Okay, yeah, so we got Trico, Poochyena, Zigzagoon, Wurmple. So that's 4. And then Seviper and Spinda. Oh, man. And I just have a feeling that list is not gonna... It's not gonna grow very much. And here I was thinking, oh, we should put Sludge Bomb on, like, Houndoom or something. What a foolish decision that would have been. Okay, now that we have the balance badge, I think we can actually rematch trainers, too. Like, they don't call us in this game, but you can see who wants to rematch by looking here. Okay, Route 102. Youngster Calvin's ready for a schmuckdown. I don't know. I feel like this is just such an exciting time where you beat the fifth gym, which was like this huge hurdle, like this insurmountable seeming hurdle where it's like, you know, they're hyping up your dad and then you do the fight and it is actually extremely hard and you beat it. And now the world opens up so much to you and you go back to all these zones and people kind of are saying different things. Like, it's just so, like, it just burns me up inside that the remakes just are like, oh yeah, you beat him and you got Surf, let's just, you know, like, teleport you to Mauville so you can continue the story, and it's like, shit, man. Like, there's so much more to do than that. Like, why do you just want to, like, why are they, like, downplaying the Anyways, I'm ranting. Ever since I lost you, I desperately trained my Pokemon. I can't say no. You can't say no to my challenge. Okay. That's strong. In fact, if you headbutt me, I'm just dead. So, I'm switching out. So my defense is 16. Like, if I at least switch to Venonat, I'll switch to Venonat. And if you headbutt me, it's probably going to do more than half, right? Okay, Sand Attack. I've got Compound Eyes. So, Supersonic. Okay, well, I mean, I'm surprised I lived a critical hit. Honestly did not expect to survive a critical. How does Farfetch's defense compare? 34 versus 31. Sure. My keen eye. It's keen. Snapped out. Okay, good. You're stupid. I love it. It's very useful for me. You know, just a good old three-way experience split. Arrgh, got lost. Is my training method not right? Maybe. If you're going to get stronger, I'll get stronger too. Oh man, if I'm going to teach Sludge Bomb to Venonat, what am I going to put it over? I mean, I could put it over Secret Power, but it's kind of nice having it. I could put it over Confusion, but having a special attack of some kind is useful. I kind of wish Venonat or Venomoth learned straight-up Confuse Ray, because Supersonic is not going to be viable in the long run, especially once I evolve into Venomoth. I don't have Compound Eyes anymore. It changes to Shield Dust, which is like... not as good, honestly. It's like, oh yeah, if I get hit by, you know, Ember, it's not going to burn me. And if I get hit by Powdered Snow, it's not going to freeze me. Like, stuff like that. Which reduces on hacks, I guess, but is this going to make these low accuracy moves, like all the powder moves and stuff, not as good? It's really nice to have these 75 accuracy moves be like 90-something accuracy in reality. But we can't keep him a Venonat forever. His stats are just not good enough. Like, looking at the base stats of a Venonat, like... best base stat is HP, it's 60. Same as a Spinda, and everything is less than that. Next ones are, like, attack and special defense, which are 55. Lowest is special attack at 40. Evolve that into a Venomoth. HP actually only mildly gets better. Oh, and then our special attack is actually juiced fairly significantly, up to 90. I forgot how big of a bump that was. I'm not too familiar with Venomoth's stats, honestly. And then speed is 90. Attack is only 65, so we only get a very, very minor buff. So Venomoth is actually not an amazing Sludge Bomb user. So if we're gonna have, like, both Silver Wind and Sludge Bomb, like... I mean, the choice between the two, I'd rather have Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is like... It's a 90 power move. Versus Silver Wind, which is 60. Sludge Bomb's got 10 PP, which is double the 5 of Silver Wind. But yeah, I guess a final kind of move slot for Venomoth might be like Psychic, Sludge Bomb, Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, maybe? Because, yeah, we're just not going to have a confusion move anymore. Unless we keep Sweet Kiss on Smoochum / Jinx. Well, here's what I know. I want Sludge Bomb on Venom Nat. Even if my nature lowers attack, and my attack's not going to get that much better, I feel like it's just going to be worth having. And if not, like, the only other use of Sludge Bomb, I could put it on Houndoom, maybe. Houndoom's attack is actually pretty decent. Okay, let's map this out. We are here, and, I mean, I'm pretty much just going to recomb the entire map before I proceed this direction. So, that's going to involve going on this water route, going here, getting Sludge Bomb, going on this water route, maybe doing the part of the abandoned ship that we are capable of doing. Re-explore these land routes. There's a surfing zone up here that we have not done yet. And then, I think these land routes are mostly the same. We can probably go get lava cookies as well now. May or may not be useful. Might be good to get soda pops. Restock. I don't actually know what triggers trainers to be ready to refight you. For some reason, I feel like there's something at Devoncorp for us to do, too. I just don't really recall what all. Okay, so we're ready, right? Yeah. Okay. And just to check, I'm curious. Mr. Briny is not here. Yeah, he gone. I'm gonna go up to Devoncorp. Because we're kind of in the zone. We're in the area. Might as well see. Oh man, if we were to shiny hunt in this forest, what would we be able to get? We'd be able to get Wurmple, Cascoon, Silcoon, Slackoth, Shroomish. Shroomish or Slackoth would be amazing. Where's the Mystic Water in this game? I need to look that up. Mystic Water. Oh, okay. It's given... It's on the cast form that gets given to us. Devon Corporation. Hello, I have an appointment. It sounds like they've recovered the ripped-off Devon goods. When I hear something described as something that is ripped off, I think, like, you know, if something's ripped off, that means that it's been copied. Like, oh yeah, that's just a rip-off of that. Hi there, you're always welcome here. Oh, thank you. So this is where I would bring the fossil if I wanted to revive the fossil. Since my youth, I've immersed myself in work. Consequently, I'm not familiar with trends and that sort of thing, but do young people all want to be trainers in the Pokemon League? Maybe? Everyone wants to be the very best that no one else ever was. Okay, the thing with surfing is it's like, you know, you're gonna encounter the Zubats of the sea, basically. Just so many tentacle. Potentially quite high level, too. There's a level 24 Wingull. Are we even fast enough to run from it? No. Should survive that okay. Ish. Should be able to run from this. Yeah. Shite. You seem rather capable. Let me keep you company. I remember coming up here so very late in the game because I had no idea this was even an option. Holy crap, that's a Hariyama. He's going to use a physical attack and murder me. But Confuzzle will quad resist his fighting moves, so even though we're under leveled, we should be okay. Holy shit. Supersonic? Nope. Okay, we're good. Come on, man. Come on, man. He's using Vital Throw, that's why he's going slower. Or our Quick Lock activated. Okay. We'll never know. Confusion? I think it was just using Arm Thrust and our Quick Claw activated. We're gonna have to Soda Pop Confuzzle. Yeah, that didn't do much. Oh, yeah, that's excellent. Parafusion is what you want to see. Okay, he does have Vital Throw. That's not good. That is quite bad. Fraiser's not gonna survive. Well, he's parafused right now, so... Heck, literally not gonna do much. Snapped out. Vital Throw, that's gonna hurt. So much of our team is weak to fighting. We really kind of rely on Confuzzle. Return. Get a critical hit, Farfetch'd. It's your thing. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, Confuzzle, for paralyzing. Oh my gosh, thank you. Kind of crazy how long it took Frizer to learn Confusion. We're 5 gyms into this game. You're much stronger than I imagined. You're welcome. There's no such thing as born genius. It all depends on effort. That's what I believe. Okay, if we walk in this grass, we can find Jigglypuff. Otherwise, we have some Kelpsy berries. Which, in this game, this is another Pokeblock ingredient. In Emerald, it's a EV reduction berry. So, very useful there. Yep, just a Pokeblock ingredient. No big D. I don't like how Confuzzle is fainted and Farfetch'd is low on health. I just don't like it. I kind of want to run in this grass. $23. This place could be a decent place to shiny hunt, because there's Jigglypuffs here. There's Swablu that we just saw. I'm going to check what else. What route are we even on right now? We are on Route 115. Gen 3. Okay, so in this grass, 40% Tailo, 30% Swablu, 10% Jigglypuff, 10% Swellow, 10% Wingull. So if one says shiny hunt here, you're mostly running into Tailo and Swablu. A shiny of either one of those would be fantastic. 10% Swellow, that's, you know, a Tailo. So 80% chance to find one of those families. And then you have your 20% chance that's split in half. Half of which is Jigglypuff, half of which is Wingull. Wingull would probably be the most disappointing shiny just because I have one already in Gen 3. Another one would be fun, I suppose. And then Jigglypuff, like, this is the only place you can get Jigglypuff in Hoenn. It's like so, you know, it's kind of a remote thing. It's like, I don't know if I want to call it like a guide Pokemon, but I feel like it's pretty well hidden. It's only in that one patch of grass right there, of which you're never forced to go up there. It's just a hidden little surf spot that I never found as a kid until really late. Like post game for sure. Like, and literally because I was finally like, yep, I am trying to like complete the Pokedex. Where do I get a Jigglypuff? It's here, apparently. How? Where? Why? Like, what? And... And then I probed, and I'm like, wow, there's a whole area up here. That is wild. Okay, before I actually go up there again, I want to go get Sludge Bomb. Because Venonat is our fighting kind of counter. And he just doesn't have much use right now. Like, he has Secret Power. Confusion's a little weak off of his weak special attack. So there's tons of stuff to explore on this water route, but I'm gonna go straight for Dewford. Run away! Oh shit. Wingull, why must you be so speedy? Phew! We can run from that. Okay. Whew, I was worried that a kid was drowning when I saw you. You seem to be okay, so what do you say to a battle? I say... sure, I guess. What choice do I have? Okay, Focus energy. Focus the energy. Ouch. I mean, it's really nice that Rage is so bad. Because that could have been bad. Luis. Glop glop. Oh no, he's sinking. Quick, save him. If you're drowning, the signal is to wave one arm towards the beach. Interesting. Are you going to be able to remember such a signal when you're under the distress of drowning? I suppose if you are well prepared. I feel like I'm just, like, feeding these proteins into Farfetch'd. Just to give it hope. Okay, give me Sludge Bomb. For me, Sludge Bomb is at the peak of popularity. It's the one. Huh? You're telling me you don't know about Sludge Bomb? That's outright pitiful. I'll give you one. I love Sludge Bomb, but Pokemon with the low making move are into. Nice. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do with Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I mean, Confuzzle's the way to go. It's a stab bonus, like, high power move. Like, my attack stat, not great right now. None of my stats are great right now, but it sucks to know that when I evolve into Venomoth, like, this is not going to be the stat to really go off of, but none of my stab moves really will be. The only other option is Houndoom, and I just feel like it's not going to be useful for Houndoom. Poison is super effective on grass. And what? Like, Fairy's not in this game. It's just grass. Like, I'm pretty certain of that. I'm looking up the type chart. Gen 3 type chart. Because do poison is good, yeah, just grass. And then it's bad against poison, ground, rock, ghost. Steel's immune to it. So Bernie is obviously going to be using fire and dark moves. Yeah, there's just kind of no synergy with that. Like, the only thing that poison's good against, fire is also good against. And, like, the only thing would be, like, fire and dark in this are special. Poison is physical. So if I wanted to use a strong physical move, I mean, I probably wouldn't use Sludge Bomb. I'd probably use Return. Like, yeah. So we're just going to put it on Confuzzle. Where it belongs. Stab bonus. This is definitely the way. I think it's time to get rid of Disable. Yeah. I'm gonna put Secret Power on top just cause. Sludge Bomb, you know, for this point in the game, relatively low PP. Okay, I'm going to drink some water and check on my cat, and I'm just gonna take a quick minute. So, be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's kind of funny how leading up to Petalburg, I was just like, I felt like I was just kind of out of energy, and I'm like, oh man, what I'm gonna do? And then I like got such a rush when like I was actually able to beat Norman, and now the world is open in front of me, and I'm just like, oh man, like I'm just so excited to raise all these Pokemon. Like I'm just going away at it. We're nearly at 10 o'clock, so it's definitely getting late. I have work in the morning. I'm not gonna end the stream right here, but like probably gonna end the stream in like less than an hour from now. Man, Rodeo Clown, I'm glad you're with us. I don't think I'm going to make you part of the party. Like, I haven't had the time for it, but like once I get everybody up into the 30s, like just depending on how I'm feeling, I might do something with you. Like, it's just gonna depend. It's just gonna depend, you know? Man, now that Confuzzle's got Sludge Bomb, like, oh, I'm just so excited. Like, that's gonna lead to some good things, I feel. Farfetch'd, when do you get Slash? Not for a while. You get Swords Dance at 31, which I definitely want. I'll put that over Leer. Fury Cutter I'm not going to bother with. And then Agility 36. Agility is a maybe to me. Like, it would be nice if it would just be, like, fast enough to where I don't need that. And, like, you know, maybe it'll be fine. But I kind of have a feeling it's going to fall behind. I don't know. Yeah, base 60 speed. Taking another look at Farfetch'd stats, like, it's really not that different from Spinda. Like, it's... Attack is marginally higher at 65 instead of 60. Special defense is 62 instead of 60. Like, that doesn't really matter. And all of its other stats are either... Yeah, its speed is 60, and all of its other stats are lower. HP is lower, defense is lower, special attack is lower. So, like, if Farfetch'd can be relevant in this playthrough, like, Spinda sure could be, right? I just think Farfetch'd has, well, the one thing it has going for it is, its stick combo of high crit rates and Swords Dance. Well, Spinda doesn't really have that. It's got Calm Mind. I don't think any of my other Pokemon are going to be doing Calm Mind. So... yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm dedicated to these 5, at the very least. Farfetch'd needs a name at some point. I'll come up with it eventually. Okay, you know, while we're here, I'm curious, what do these people in the gym say? Because if Norman's gym trainers say something different after you beat the gym, do these? Battle of the Darks make my heart stronger. But because it's so dark, you can never see Brawly's face. That seems like something you would say anyways. I don't necessarily remember the words that these people are saying. I think in Emerald you're able to like rematch the gym leaders. That'd be a fun thing, like, to do. I wish you could kind of do that to grind a little bit in this game. There's a lot to be said for living on a small island like this in harmony with Pokemon and family. I came from the large port of Slateport City where I married my husband here. Life goes on slowly on this little island, but being surrounded by the beautiful sea, that's happiness too. There is something to be said for, like, kind of the slow life. I remember being a kid, like, not even, like, that young of a kid, like, like, early high school, and, I didn't have a cell phone yet. I didn't get a cell phone until I got my driver's license, where I was like, well, I'm going to be driving around, so it would probably be smart to be able to be in contact. But, I don't know, back then, you just focused on the thing that was in front of you. You had school in front of you, you worked on it, you had your extracurriculars, you had your side projects, you had your Pokemon stuff going on. When you got home, you could get on that computer, and because either home or at school or whatever, but you didn't have, like, the computer in your pocket thing. Which is technically just, like, one small aspect of, like, an island life, like, kind of a nomad life. I feel like there's such a gradient to that, because, technically when this game came out, like, the social media craze and being all super interconnected and all that, like, wasn't a thing yet. And, back then, and I assume for a long time before that, like, city life versus country life just varied greatly. Because now it's like you can be in country life, and, like, you still have the digital always being interconnected problem, always being connected to, all the stuff trying to get your attention, desperately trying to get your attention through any means necessary. And of course, the most effective is anything that's going to be, evoke some sort of reaction out of you, strong reaction out of you. And just having those strong reactions, conjured out of you on a day-to-day basis it's exhausting. It makes me wonder, like, what the future might hold. Like, if people, like, because, younger generation is, like, kind of rejecting that lifestyle a little bit. Like, maybe it's a fad that, like, people are going back to, like, just regular flip phones and all that. But I feel like what's not a fad is, like, people are, abandoning social media somewhat. Like, they're having their group chats and discords and all that. Which, here, let me get into this fight. You, my Machop, demand a battle. Which is, yeah. Direct messages and stuff, it's good, because, like, you're talking to, like, people who maybe genuinely care about you and, like, have love for you and stuff. Like, as opposed to just talking to the void out there where people are not careful with their words and, like, have no qualms about just being horrible to each other and causing real damage, I would say. Confusion? And I guess the only downside to, like, everything going to Discord is, like, it's no longer on, like, the searchable internet. I feel like, Google is getting worse for a lot of other reasons as well. Mostly because, it doesn't really need to compete with anything because it's so widely used, and now it's kind of... I don't know. I feel like the lack of competition's gotten to it, and they are just used to having their own little market and not competing, and they're just, you know, with every online service right now, they're just extracting whatever they can out of people. Ugh. Sorry, Fraser. Oh, man. Machoke is like such a strong Pokemon. It's a shame in Gen 1, like... it had the issues that it had. That's gonna kill. We're here a little early, honestly. By the Gen 1 issues, I mean, like, Fighting type was not a good type because it didn't have any good moves. And the special stat just being one stat meant that, like, you know, fighting types in general, like, these days, like, you know, they can have pretty good special defense, but then generally don't have very good special attack. But fighting types back then, it was just like in Gen 1, you only had those special oh shit, we're dead. Critical hit. Oh man. Just getting utterly destroyed. So basically their special stat was generally really bad. So they were just so easy to kill. And they didn't have any good fighting type moves. Karate Chop was a normal type move. Low Kick was a move, but, you know, you're relying on weight. At least I think in Gen 1 it was still based on weight. TMO1, is this Focus Punch? Wow. Nobody's ever to learn it. I mean, Rodeo Clown is, but... I feel like, I don't know. Hard to be able to use it. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yeah, fighting types. Yeah, basically the best move they had was Submission, which just wasn't really that strong, and had just massive recoil damage. So you were just screwed. It's kind of funny how many secret base nooks there are in this game, and there are so many that are like right next to each other, and a lot of them like they're just so exclusive. It's like, oh yeah, this one requires the Acro bike, this one requires the Mach bike, this one requires some particular HMs that you probably don't want to have right now, and you know, stuff like that. And it's like, you know, if you want your friends to be able to easily access your base, who should I give this iron to? Like, I wouldn't want to put a secret base that's locked behind a particular bike, because your friends might not have that. Having it locked behind Surf is probably fine. You're always going to have a Pokemon with Surf with you, generally. Okay, so I could give it to Chopster. I could give it to Bernie. Give it to Farfetch, Confuzzle, or Fraser. Fraser. I'm not going to be consistent with the pronunciation of Freezer, but I just wanted to make it sound fancy and cutesy, feminine and cool and whatever I feel like in the moment. Okay, so Iron, waste on Fraser because it doesn't matter how much defense I give her. She's not going to be good in defense. Basically the same thing with Houndoom. Farfetch'd is by no means going to be a tanky Pokemon. And, like, if anything, it needs HP. So that leaves Confuzzle and Chompster. I feel like Chompster's already has decent defense. Probably doesn't need too much help in that aspect. And I feel like Confuzzle, I am going to send in and want it to, like, tank hits and stuff. So, making use of its typing most of the time. Because it's going to just resist things that a lot of my team's weak to, particular fighting moves. Okay, I need to figure out where to go in this game. That is not going to be insanely level Pokemon. I need Pokemon that, like, that Froyster can beat, basically. Where we just went was not a great plan. Those Pokemon were too strong. Lady Cindy on Route 104 is ready. Black Belt Knob on 115 is ready. Man, we're getting some, like, Expert Timothy's already ready again? Those are the guys I literally just fought. No, I'm not doing that. Adalgero Cindy. Last Haley. Okay. We got some good rematches coming up here. Here's kind of an issue. I don't really have good Pokemon to take out water types, and this generation just has a lot of water types. Water's kind of a theme. And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna have any grass moves, really. Not really gonna have any, electric moves either. And that's kind of the options. Not really gonna have fighting moves for the you know, Sharpedo, Carvana crews. Okay, Pokemon are healed, right? Okay. So just looking at this map, where would be a good spot to go? Where's Route 104? Here, Last Haley. He's got a Zigzagoon. Yeah, let's go fight her. Because she'll at least give us just a ton of money. Or no. We're talking last, not lady. Yeah. We need the lady for the money grind. 26. This is just like, it's just slightly high, you know? I don't think Lomber's gonna kill me one shot, so I'll give Powder Stone a try. Maybe we'll get the freeze. I said we'll get the freeze. Man. Okay. Get in there, Confuzzle. Sludge Bomb will actually do good. Nature Power turn Swift. Use Swift. Critical hit. Excellent. Are we really faster than this Shroomish? I guess Shroomish is pretty slow. Okay, she's ready to battle. It is nice that so many trainers like are ready to like rebattle after beating the 5th gym as well. Yay. Jumpster, we need resistance here. And I know that you can take out Linoons. You kind of proved it. Well, that proves we're faster, at least. Maybe it's a speed type. First use of Surf. We technically used Secret Power on the water, and it looked like Surf. Man. Prizer's defense is just so low. Oh my, I did the best that I could. 10,000 polka dollars. That's the shit we need. And the thing is that I don't even feel like this is necessarily grinding that I'm doing right now. I'm just fighting what's in front of me. It's not like I'm going back to like routes and spamming the Burst Seek or anything. That's not even an option in this game. It's like what the game has decided to give me, you know? It's not like I can just come back to this route yet again and just do these fights again. Hello is the beginning of goodbye. I hope we meet again. Okay, my first thought is to start here and fight all the trainers along the sea route and just keep going. Just because my brain is not in think mode right now. It's just in go mode. I'm gonna see if I can quickly look up just a list of things that unlock when you beat the balance, when you get the balance badge. Yeah, I don't really know how to look it up because it's just gonna. I'm like, oh, Pokemon Sapphire Balance Badge unlocks, and you know, it's just gonna say like, oh yeah, like you get to be able to use Surf, yay. We go up to Verdant Turf and check on Wally, I suppose. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just kind of in having fun mode. Just do whatever I want. Not because it's making direct progress. Wally, how you going here? Wally's gone away. He slipped off on his own. Don't worry about Wally. I know who he is. It's fine. I know my little cousin, and he has Pokemon with him, too. If anything were to happen to Wally, I would never be able to look his parents in Petalburg in the eye. Okay, so this is his aunt and uncle, and his parents are in Petalburg. And his mom in Petalburg knows, but I don't know. I feel like they both know, but it's just kind of a family thing going on right now. If these trainers wanted to rematch, I would go for it. Yeah, so I want to get the quests from Watson. Even though I don't think Thunderbolt, I don't think anybody on my team can learn Thunderbolt. It's just good to pick up this quest. Mauville City has an underground sector called New Mauville. I'd like for you to go there and switch off the generator. The generator's been running a bit haywire. It's getting unsafe. Here's the key to New Mauville. I think in the remakes, it's actually called Old Mauville, because the New Mauville was actually constructed here. Team Aqua rules. Okay. I believe you. Oh shit. Oh, why can I never escape though? Like, Professor's not that slow, right? I'm just kind of low level. 39, like, that's not that bad. If it's faster than Ammonite, I don't know. Wingle's just fast. Is this New Mauville? Sure is. Okay, so there's gonna be Voltorbs and Magnemites in here. I mean, Fraser doesn't have anything that can do super, like, any effective damage. I mean, I feel like I should just switch to Bernie to be able to run away. Okie dokie. It is kind of funny how like the Pokemon in here are basically the same sort of Pokemon that were in the Gen 1 power plant. Just Magnemites and Voltorbs. I suppose if you were used to the Gen 1 power plant, you might be disappointed to come in here because in Gen 1, like as soon as you got Surf, you could go to the power plant and your reward for doing the power plant was you could get frickin' Zapdos right then and there. Pretty dang early, but that's not, you can't get legendary Pokemon in Gen 3 that early. Basically the earliest legendary we're gonna run into is Kyogre as part of the story after we've gotten like 7 badges. With the Reggies being another option. Ooh, an Ultra Ball. Okay, kitty, you are gonna cause big problems. You're gonna bump the mic. Kind of tempted to Ember these Magnemites as we go through here. I might as well. They're a decent level. And I feel like Bernie's opportunity is going to be lower. Because we got a lot of water on this route. It kind of makes sense to have that kind of handicap of like, oh yeah, our really good Pokemon's Fire type. It's kind of a disadvantage in this region, really. Oops. If you hear beeping, that's just my swamp cooler saying it's out of water, which is fine. I'm about to go to bed anyways. Potential problem with shiny hunting here is that I actually already have a shiny in Gen 3 of Electrode. I didn't find it myself, but I got it from a trade from a friend back in the day. Like, when Gen 3 was either the most recent or, like, Diamond and Pearl were out. So I've got an Electrode hanging out in Emerald right now. My old save on Emerald. So it'd be a little redundant to get it like a shiny Voltorb, but you know, it'd be nice. Like, there's no chance I'm gonna do like a shiny Living Dex. I kind of want to make a Living Dex in Gen 3 in general, but like, probably not a shiny Living Dex. But you know, having extra shinies to have like one of each species, sure, fair and well enough. But getting a shiny Magnemite in this game would be fun. Ooh, a Magneton. Ember it. Ooh, not even enough to take it out. Look it up, New Mauville on Poke Earth. Gen 3. Yeah, it's just 50-50 encounters. Yeah, 50-50 encounters in the first room before you even can go in the... Before you go in the locked door. Gosh, Magneton is a 1% encounter? It's 49 Magnemite, 49 Voltorb, 1 Magneton, 1 Electrode. So this is a rare encounter we're fighting right now. Pretty rare. And normally Magnemite doesn't evolve into Magneton until 30, so... That's kind of neat. If only there was a flute I could use to just cure paralysis. I mean, that'd be pretty powerful. But fortunately, we've got berries. Cherry berries. Oh yeah, the main reason I brought up this is because I wanted to see what's in here. There's a Thunderstone somewhere, and then otherwise full heal, paralysis heal, escape rope, ultra Thunderstone. Okay, so I've already picked up the full heal, I've picked up an escape rope and the ultra ball. So the main thing to look out for is the Thunderstone, which I think is at the end. Shit, I didn't step on the switch. Man, I remember the beginning of this, before we had done, like, the second gym. I mean, even after the second gym, but then, like, where we basically hadn't Rose Houndour at all, it was still pretty useless, and then the lead up to the third gym, it evolved into Houndoom, it took it out, and it's just been just freaking superb ever since. Just totally carrying our team. Okay, the generator's off. We got Thunderstone. No real reason to be here. I'm going to try to leave the Electrode static encounters intact. Because I've got no reason to activate them. I feel like they're just traps, and we'll only have to click this to get out of here. So, could use an escape rope, I suppose. This is just a... I think in Gen 1, running was not an option from those static encounters. If my cat's meowing, she wants to go outside. But it's a little late, and I'd rather her be inside during the night. So, she's gonna act all sad, but it's for her own good. Those are just burly stats. Really? Bag is full, huh? Did they fix this in Emerald? I just don't remember this being such an issue. I do not need this ice heal. Goodbye. Shit. I'm definitely getting tired. As much as I want to, as much as I want to evolve, Jinx and Venomoth, like, I'm just getting real tired. It's one of those things where it's like I could probably continue playing, like if I was playing this on handheld and laying down and not having to talk. But, you know, sitting on the couch, looking at the screen here. Definitely wearing on me a little bit. And looking at the timer, I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. It seems to usually be about the cutoff for me. The other thing that would be crappy about shiny hunting in here is if you do run into a shiny Voltorb, like, you know those guys have got to have self-destruct, right? I'm checking. Man, Voltorb's shiny in Gen 3 is so vibrant. I forgot, because I just have the Electrode. It's also really good, but it's not quite as such a deep blue. It's more of a lighter blue. Okay, these Voltorb, they only have self-destruct at level 27. If they're before 27, they're just going to have, like, Spark, Sonic Boom, Screech, and Tackle. Maybe Charge. Okay, we're just gonna do like 1 or 2 more things here. We're gonna turn in our quest and get Thunderbolt, which we're probably not gonna be able to do anything with. It's funny because if it was literally anything else, if it was Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Psychic, we'd be able to like teach it to somebody useful. It pleases me to no end to see the young step up and take charge. Oh, thank you. I'm the young. Okay. Thunderbolt. It's a no-go. I wonder what the difference is for, like, what differentiates a Pokemon that can learn Thunderbolt versus Shockwave? Because there's a lot more Pokemon that can learn Shockwave than Thunderbolt. Is it just like their potential for power is like a lot lower? Power is in just like, you know, electricity. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. Funnily enough, we just hit 2.5 hours basically. The only thing that I would do between streams would be some berry harvesting, and if I really want, I might like do some shiny hunting, but probably nothing too serious, just because like I don't have the resources to hunt anything too serious. Like brain's not working. But if I was to hunt anything that I was really interested in, I'd want to be able to, like, you know, catch it in a maybe corresponding Pokeball if I wanted, and just be, like, 100% confident that whatever I'm hunting, I'd be able to, like, you know, catch. I feel like I got pretty lucky because Spinda's catch rate is just so high. If I look at Poke Earth and go to, like, route 113, Skarmory 16, has agility, swift, sand attack, peck. Its catch rate is just really quite low, if I recall. Hello, where? Yeah, 25. Like, that is pretty gosh dang low. And what I had, like, 10 Great Balls, 30 Pokeballs, and like 3 Premier Balls or something. Like, it would have been iffy. I would have had to have gotten really serious and been like, okay, like, we have to whittle it down. We can't do anything. We don't want to confuse it because we could potentially throw a bunch of balls at it and it would just, like, hit itself in confusion until it died. And just stuff like that. I probably would have been able to whittle it down safely. Because, like, even critical hits would not do much to a Skarmory. But even if I got it down to, like, low yellow, it's like I could theoretically throw every ball I had and have it not be captured. Shiny Skarmory would be really cool, but I would have to hunt that in Emerald, or Magnet Pull would work. But anyways, I'm like so tired, so I'm going to call it here. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll stream probably pretty soon because I'm really into this game. So yeah, see you guys.